Hey guys, it's Mr. Lamandier again. Today we're going to look at abstract art, and even adults can get very confused with this. Abstract refers to a process called abstraction, okay? And that means you're taking one object and over time gradually turning it into another object. So abstract means to take from, and that's what you're supposed to be doing if you're doing abstract art. A lot of times people think that if you just take a canvas and throw paint on it, that's abstract art. That's what you would call non-objective art. Abstract means there was something there in the beginning that over a series of drawings or paintings and sketches, it changes and becomes something else. It may not even look like that thing you started with. One artist you might want to look at who did that very well is Picasso. And he did that with bulb paintings. So picture of a big cow, and over some changes, you can see the progression of that. But let's look at it. We're going to do something real simple. I'm going to do an abstract piece with you, and this is going to be simply an apple. And when I'm finished with this, you could do it with almost anything. So I want to keep it simple to start off with, and then over time make the changes to be able to really see how that progression happens. So I got myself an apple. I'm going to make my apple this way. It looks kind of like two halves stuck together. Apples are not usually perfectly round. Every once in a while you find a good one. But it's something from nature. It's not going to be perfect. I'll give it a little stem and a leaf. Like that. Now, if you have a lot of sheets of paper, what would be cool is, especially if it's thin paper like typing paper, it works really good because you just start laying pieces on top of each other and make your changes that way because you can see what's underneath. So that's kind of what I'm going to be doing right now. So my first picture was the apple. Now I'm going to change it. And maybe I get it a little bit more geometric. Instead of so curvy, maybe I'm going to start making it a little bit straight lines, zigzag stuff, that kind of thing. Okay. So you can see the difference if you look close between that one and that one. See that? Let me put another one on there. And this time I'm going to sort of do this. Kind of still has that apple feeling, especially since you know what came before it. But if I keep adding and keep changing, then it gets more and more away from what the apple looked like. Kind of starts looking like almost like a butterfly. I'll do a couple more and then I'll be finished. You'll see how very different the first is from the last. Okay, now, you knew what I started with, an apple, right? But if you were a person that had no idea what my drawings were like at first, then it may, when you just walked in the room and you saw that one I just did, it may not look like anything to you. I know it started off like that, but then it ended up like that. Now, if someone came into the room and looked at that, you would be like, that's an apple. They'd be like, no, it isn't. But that's kind of what abstraction is, going from something that people can recognize, some place that you're starting from, and ending up somewhere where it's not anything like the beginning, especially when you put the first and last next to each other. So go ahead and try this at home. Upload your drawing to Seesaw. Maybe just show me where you started from and where you ended, or if you want to show more than one picture to kind of give us the idea of how you went through that, you could do that too. You can do this. I've done this a lot of times on small pads of paper like those Post-its. And what's really cool if you do it that way is you can just flip through it and you'll see almost like animation how it changes from one to the other. And this is actually how animators many years ago would actually animate pictures and for images that you would find and with Disney and cartoons and all of that kind of stuff. So go ahead and give that a try. I'll be glad to see yours coming up, and I'll talk to you later. Till next time.